Every time you move your eyes, your brain makes you completely blind for about 40 minutes a day. You just never notice. You're doing the exact same thing with your reality. You try so hard to manifest, but your biological autopilot is secretly editing out your success to keep you safe in familiar pain. It is not your fault. It is just a survival mechanism. In this video, I will hand you the exact algorithm to hack this biological blind spot. We will force your nervous system to lock onto the real world, rendering the dead data completely powerless against you. First, you must understand this absolute, undeniable truth. The real world is the source. Kingdom teeming with life, where the creator inside you holds all power to mold and decide everything. In contrast, the dead data is just a graveyard of past remnants. It is a passive, lifeless projection screen, entirely powerless against your true creative power. Stop listening to fake gurus. Stop buying their cheap books. Building your dream life is not a magic trick. It is not positive thinking. It is not raising your hands to the sky and begging the universe. Creation is a ruthless, precise, cognitive operating system. You think manifesting is about sitting in your room and feeling good? Let me show you how real men manifest survival when they are seconds away from death. Let us look at the facts. Year 2012, University of California, San Diego. Dr. Martin Paulus ran brain scans on elite U.S. Navy SEALs. He wanted to know why normal men break, but SEALs do not. In a test called pool competency, instructors tie the soldiers' hands and cut off their oxygen underwater. When a normal person runs out of air, their brain panics. Their biological system looks at the physical environment and screams, "We are dying." But the SEALs? They do not panic. Dr. Paulus found that under extreme threat, SEALs completely shut down the emotion center of their brain. They shift all their blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, the logic and execution center. While suffocating, they do not hope for air. They execute a command. They rewrite their reality in the middle of drowning. They do not look at the dead data around them. They lock entirely into the real world inside them. This is not spirituality. This is neuro-optimization. If a soldier can manipulate his brain while drowning, you can manipulate yours to change your bank account. So why do you keep failing? What is the invisible enemy dragging you back to your old, miserable life? It is called the Default Mode Network, or the DMN. Discovered in 2001 by Dr. Marcus Raichle at Washington University, the DMN is your brain's autopilot. It is the screensaver of your mind. But it is a virus. Dr. Raichle proved that your DMN consumes 20% of your body's total energy. And what does it do with all that energy? It obsesses over the past. It worries about the future. It scans for danger. When you try to use the law of assumption the old, stupid way, when you try to force yourself to feel happy while staring at a mountain of debt, your nervous system crashes. You suffer from cognitive overload. Listen to me very carefully. It is not your fault you fail. You are not lazy. You are not stupid. You are not cursed. Your biology has been hacked by millions of years of evolution. Your ego's primary survival system is designed to force you to look at the dead data to keep you safe from danger. Every time you react to the dead data, you leak quantum energy. You waste fuel. The dead data is not a real place. The past is not luggage you must carry on your back. It is a trash can you have already thrown away. Why do you keep digging through the trash? Stop digging. If you want to stop leaking energy and join the 1% elite who actually program reality, hit subscribe. We do not do fake spirituality here. We use science to bend the code. How do you shut down the DMN? You cannot just think happy thoughts. You must forcefully rebuild your reticular activating system, also known as the RAS. Your RAS is the gatekeeper of your brain. It decides what information gets in and what gets blocked. You complain that you cannot stop seeing your poverty, your ex, or your failures in the dead data. I'm going to prove to you, scientifically, that your brain can literally delete physical objects if you command it to. Let me prove it to you. Year 1999, Harvard University. Scientists Christopher Chabris and Daniel Simons ran the now famous invisible gorilla experiment. They told a group of people to watch a video of students passing a basketball and count the exact number of passes. In the middle of the game, a man in a giant black gorilla suit walked right into the center of the screen, beat his chest, and walked away. Over 50% of the people never saw the gorilla. How is this scientifically possible? Because their RAS was locked onto a specific target, the basketball. When your brain is perfectly locked onto a target, it literally deletes everything else from your perception. When you lock 100% of your faith into the real world, your RAS deletes the dead data. You do not have to fight the gorilla. You do not have to fight your current poverty. You do not have to fight your loneliness. When your RAS is restructured, the gorilla ceases to exist. Your version. Look at your life right now. Stop fighting the empty bank account. Stop arguing with the people who disrespect you. Give your brain a single, brutal command today. It is done. Lock your RAS onto your end goal. You must go all in. 100% faith. Zero backup plans. No exceptions. You must make your reality the only target your brain cares about. The dead data becomes background noise. It loses all power to trigger you. Right now, your ego is screaming. You ask, "But I have been affirming my goals for months. I am acting like I have it. But my life is still a mess. How can this be real?" I will smash that objection right now. Your logic is flawed. This mechanism works for every single human brain on Earth. The problem is not the law. The problem is you do not understand the science of the lag. You think the dead data is rejecting your manifestation. It is not. It is just biologically slow. I will use pure neuroscience to prove your physical eyes are lying to you. Let us go to 1983. University of California, San Francisco. Dr. Benjamin Libet ran a ruthless neuroscience experiment on human free will. He wired patients' brains to machines and told them to push a button whenever they felt like it. The results shocked the scientific community. Dr. Libet discovered the readiness potential. The machines proved that the human brain fires the electrical signal to push the button a full 500 meter-milliseconds before the physical hand actually moves. Read that again. Let it sink in. The physical body is always 500 milliseconds behind the brain. The physical reality you see with your eyes is literally a delayed reaction. It is lagging. Therefore, the dead data is a lagging screen. The exact moment you make a firm, undeniable decision in the real world, it is already a scientific fact. It has already happened. The dead data is just taking time to catch up to the new data. Waiting for the dead data to change before you finally believe in your goal is biologically stupid. It is like standing in front of a mirror, keeping your face completely sad, and waiting for your reflection in the mirror to smile first. The mirror cannot smile first. It is just glass. The dead data cannot move first. It is just dead space. You must smile first. You must command it first. You think it is too hard to ignore your current reality. Let us see what happens when reality is literally pushing you to the absolute limit. Year 2000. Yale psychiatry professor Dr. Andy Morgan studied U.S. Special Forces during extreme high-stakes survival simulations. Under maximum environmental stress, a normal person's brain floods with cortisol, destroying their memory and making them break down. But the absolute elite soldiers? Their brains released a chemical called neuropeptide Y. Why? Because they used a dissociative mechanism. They mentally detached entirely from the physical chaos. They stopped caring about the dead data around them. They lived 100% inside their mission objective in the real world. They killed the lag by ignoring the physical stress completely. Write this down. Burn it into your brain. All I have is now. I am brand new every second. No ego resistance. The law of whatever you say works. You are not a victim of your past. You are a victim of your biological autopilot. It is time to turn the autopilot off. From this exact second forward, whenever the dead data tries to trigger you, whenever your old failures try to crawl out of the graveyard and scare you, you must force your brain to answer these three brutal questions. Am I operating powerfully inside the real world? Or am I digging through the trash can of the dead data? Is my DMN running my life on autopilot? Or am I ruthlessly commanding my RAS? Am I waiting for the lagging mirror to smile first? You are the creator. The dead data is a passive mirror waiting for your command. It cannot crush you. It can only reflect you. Master your cognitive operating system, and the reflection must bow. Watch it next.